Glasses are off, motherfuckers. Welcome back to the podcast.
Oh my god. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you to those that have listened. Happy
Wednesday.
hump day.
Oh, it is Wednesday.
Crack 'em if
Today
you got
is
'em.
Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Already cracked.
This is a Corona Premiere ASMR. So, whoa.
Oh.
That sounded cool. You're welcome.
Cheers.
Actually, this isn't a podcast anymore. It's an ASMR channel.
True.
So.
Surprise. We fooled you all. Just a little housekeeping or whatever you want to call it. So,
Housekeeping.
the Patreon site is up and running. We've got a couple of Patreoners or whatever you want, subscribers, whatever they're called on the
Bootleggers.
website.
They're Patreons.
We appreciate you guys. We've got you followed on the private Instagram.
Private Alton.
Yeah, I messed up.
Alton's just in there like, ooh,
Well, I just
you get a like, you.
I posted the photo of us talking about how we're gonna be launching a new episode, and all these people are like, "Oh yeah, let me go to this website," and I'm like, "Oh, these are not all Patreons, but fuck it."
Let everyone follow.
Everyone
Try to
follow.
go through and sorry.
So sorry about
Deleted.
yeah.
If you do pay for us or support us, you will most definitely get a follow.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just post just some random shit we find, whatever. Small like cat, stop eating that thing.
Carpet muncher.
But yeah, so that's up. Today I was looking into getting the first episode up live onto like iTunes, Spotify, and all that stuff, as well as YouTube. It'll be Bootleg Podcast at YouTube. I don't know how do you like call it? Like, what's the thing for YouTube? Like youtube.com
/
Or just go to
Bootleg
YouTube and then
Podcast.
type in
Bootleg
bootleg.
Podcast. Although when I was looking up today how to get the RSS feed is how you upload to iTunes, there was already an account that was called the Bootleg Podcast.
I noticed that one as well, but those guys are like on Twitch or Discord.
So I just called it Bootleg Pod. Pod something.
Yeah, it was something.
But that's up, and that first episode that we did last Wednesday will be up on this Wednesday, as well as this episode, Wednesday, Hump Day, will be live for the Patreoners.
Yeah, so if you're probably listening this, you're rather a week late or right on time.
Mm-hmm. In
Hopefully
that
you're
case,
right on time.
grab an alcoholic beverage and crack it and enjoy the next hour or so of us yelling at Small White Cat and Potato Cat, as you met in the last episode.
It's the episode where Alton gets drunk and everybody laughs at him once again. But this time I have decided to drink peace tea.
Because
He's
he
feeling
got
peaceful.
AA.
Yeah.
He did. Over the weekend, he had some AA.
Is that really
All
our
right,
name?
well, somebody is fucking upstairs, like hardcore.
Jesus. We're going to have to get those like sound panels and like throw them up when we're...
Yeah, on the
Recording.
roof.
Ignore that. I'll try to cut that as much as I can. Jesus. Hopefully they don't do it throughout. How was everyone's weekend?
Oh, it was great. It was so much fun. We spent it together, which was a lot of fun.
What we spend Sunday together. That's true.
Yes.
We went to swap meet. Swamp.
The swamp meet.
Swap. Because you swap your cash
Because you're
for,
swatting
and you
the
meet
bad
people.
deals away.
The bad deals.
Swap.
Oh,
not SWAT.
Swat the bad deals away at the
Swap.
swamp meet.
The swap
swap.
meet. Got a swippy swappy on the swoogity. Yeah, that was a lot of fun moments there, especially with my father
Todd.
looking like he's physically uncomfortable walking through the entire thing.
She's like, hey, can you guys take me home? I got a shit.
That's literally how he finished the night was, yeah, you guys needed... I was getting the corn, the ecolitas or whatever.
The enchilada
Elote.
corn.
Elotes.
Enchiladas.
I'm sorry. My apologies to all of our Spanish-speaking listeners out there. But to the people that don't know, these elotes are...
Fire.
What?
They're fire.
They're lit.
They're delicious. They are corn on the curbs, covered in mayonnaise.
Mexican mayonnaise.
Mexican mayonnaise, not your American wise mayonnaise. I feel
Wise
like
man.
wise mayonnaise.
The third wise man. I brought you mayonnaise.
Oh, I would have preferred that than myrrh.
What the fuck? I thought I was getting mayonnaise, not this myrrh shit.
Yeah, like what do the other three ones bring? They bring
Frankincense.
what's frankincense again?
Isn't that like a not a spice?
It's
but
like a spray type of thing, I think.
A spray.
a spray. They didn't have spray back
You
before.
don't think they had cologne back then?
No, it's like it's perfume, but it's like the
Versace
leafy
by
stuff,
Jesus
right?
Christ.
Frankincense by
Moses.
Moses. I don't know what the third one was. Something weird. What would the
Gold, wasn't it?
The last one was gold. So it was myrrh, frankincense.
You can
and
fact check this
gold.
if you're
Yeah, your local
thumper.
Bible.
That's my Bible right there.
Find
What
them in
would
any hotel room.
What
drawer.
would the modern day gifts be if
It
if like teenagers of our generation were to bring Jesus something?
A jewel.
Jewel.
Yeah, Jewel.
Jewel is
pods.
number one.
AirPods would probably be.
Jewel,
AirPods.
AirPods, and what would the third thing be?
It'd probably be like a, not gonna lie, breakfast burrito.
No.
Half eaten.
Sriracha.
Like
Half eaten.
high cut like pants or something.
An off-white belt.
Yeah.
Some
It'd
Vans.
be a Gucci fanny pack.
Oh.
Oh, ew.
Oh no! It'd be a Jewel, AirPods, a Supreme headband, all inside of a Gucci, a knockoff Gucci, of course, fanny pack.
This is when the second coming of a Christ is coming, and this is what we have to give to him.
And he's just like, nope.
Bye.
Revelations 45:3. I brought the end
Smoke
of the
the
world.
Jewel.
Smoke the weed. And for all of the listeners out there, for one of them happened to be Darby, she gave me some details of try not to swear as much in this
Well,
podcast.
sorry.
Specifically
Darby.
when describing what the small white cat
I'll see you next.
Yeah,
See you next Tuesday.
explicit.
See you next Tuesday.
That's how you got to put it, man. But let's go back to the swap meet.
The
Uh,
the elote.
The elote
They
The
call it what you
Encolita.
want meat.
and Kalita.
Meat? It's corn.
No, the swamp meat,
Oh.
swampy. The swampy feet meat. Beat your meat at the
Get out my
meat.
swamp.
Out of my swamp. In case you're
Oh.
wondering how this this corn is, if you guys have seen Nacho Libre and the infamous "Get That Corn Out of My Face" scene, that's what it basically is in a hand basket.
It's so yummy.
And you said, "Wow, I wish I could take another one to Pound Town right now."
Oh yeah,
When you wanted seconds.
but instead we went to the wings afterwards.
Oh my God, that hit the spot. But boy, did it turn into a hot caca fest.
Oh God.
Alden just like every step.
We're
Don't-
Pokemon.
Yeah, don't take me to Pokemon Go up at the Capitol building.
We'll gas them all out.
Scare them all
Gotta
away.
get you, gas 'em all.
Pokemon.
Pokey shards.
Oh man, what happened? Oh,
Small white cat.
bastard! You fucking shit lips. Where is?
Shit lips.
I fucked your mom, shit lips.
You should tell that
Uh,
video.
I love that video. That video of I think it's a cartoonist that made it, and they're like, "You're looking kind of down, Al," or whatever the hell his name is. He's like, yeah, it's alright. Well, what happened? Last night, Lightning McQueen fucked my mom. Oh, come on, you know that's not real. And then you just see him looking out in the distance, and he's like, Al, you alright? And there's Lightning McQueen hiding behind a tree. He's like, I fucked your mom, shit lips. I fucked her hard.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Have you guys seen that? It's Owen Wilson, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen the one where it's like the lightsaber
Mhm.
fights, but every noise is wow.
wow,
Wow,
wow. Oh man.
I found a Twitter. It was a post, and it was like a montage of every time he says "wow" in his movies. It's so funny.
What
It's
about
just like 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
Wow.
what about the important playlist? There's a video on there, I think, of every wow that Owen Wilson said
It's
And
probably the same thing.
at the same time though. And it
Oh
just-
no!
Oh,
Ow!
literally it's just wow, just like echoes.
Just eternity of
Wow.
That sucked to be famous for saying wow and oh crazy nose.
I mean, I would rather be famous for that than some of the other things that's going on right now.
That is
Like
true.
James Charles.
James Charles. I'm gonna make him gay, because guess what? I'm a celebrity.
Why are you running?
Why are you running?
That shit's crazy. Like
Excuse you! Sorry, the cat is untying my shoe right now.
he's going through all this shit. Basically, came out that he's trying to, or he was just trying to like overpower someone because he's rich and famous and like turn them out as gay. And then there's like a tweet he did back in the day. It was like, gay or straight men are hot straight men are gonna be the death of me. It's like, oh,
Oh, damn.
a little
son.
harsh there.
Damn.
You're gonna die. And then like all these people are like going after him. That one girl that made the video about it that I didn't watch,
Tati or
and
something.
James or what the fuck's his name, Jeffree Star. They're like bashing him, and then all of a sudden they're like, actually no, never mind. We're gonna stop talking about it.
They're just gonna
Did you
drop
see
it
that?
how it is.
Yeah, they're like Jeffree Star or whatever was about to like bring receipts, which literally that phrase makes me want to die. alone.
Receipts.
Yeah, like
When
you
you
bring
bring
like
receipts?
proof
Oh,
that something.
Show me the
actually,
receipts.
Like
you guys and your millennium lingo. I
run
don't
me
know
off
this
a
shit.
cliff, commit dead when I hear that. But yeah, so he's like, I'm about to bring out all this shit on you, and then they're all just like at the same time, just like, actually no, we're gonna drop it and not talk about it anymore.
If you're
Rich
gonna call
people
someone
are-
out, call
Rich
someone
people
out.
are fucking crazy. Let's just say that. I was thinking today, like, what we were watching Guy Fieri, and it's like we
Diners, drive-ins, and or whatever.
diners.
Diners, drive-ins, and
Yeah,
dives.
diners,
But I was just thinking, like, we literally have.
Sorry,
Sorry.
continue.
We cannot do that.
Bah.
We literally have like hundreds and thousands of TV shows dedicated to how much food we eat as Americans, and there's
Yeah.
like people that don't know where their next meal is gonna come from,
No, I definitely.
and it's just like, good God, like, oh, here we have our 100th episode of this fucking baking show no one cares about, or like we got
America's
this.
worst cook or
We got this
something.
white guy with crazy ass blonde hair driving all over the
Hey,
country,
He's
hello,
rocking
he's-
frosted white tips.
eating as much food as he possibly can, and there's like people all over the world that are like, oh, maybe I'll eat like something today, or maybe not,
Maybe not.
because
I like
it's
those
not available.
mukbang or however you say it videos.
That we want to.
If they can't afford food, they can't afford cables.
Well, it just kind of. It's also just like how big diet culture is in America, and like that you need to eat a certain way and look a certain way, but then they have all these shows
Yeah.
about like food that is greasy as hell.
Oh yeah.
Or I'll
They're all just like, do like
take my
They all talk
laxative
sh-
shake.
they all talk shit on it in like a different form, but then that's literally all they do
Yeah.
in themselves. So they're like, oh, fuck this company that does this or this girl, and then that's like, oh, but while I was at Whole Foods, which I don't think very many families can like afford, like going to Whole Foods
Can't
and
even
buying
afford
all
like
of
a
your
frozen
groceries
pizza
there.
from there.
Oh.
It's just like so unreasonable, but it's like they're at this level where like Whole Foods, for this example, is like average. Like for us going to Walmart, like it's such a big difference.
Yeah.
Like, and they're just like talking shit on it, and like it stages. I think it just seems so, I don't know, fake.
Right, well, right next to my work is Whole Foods, and I go in there all the time, and I'm looking at these foods, and I'm like, these must be like really, really like high-ender foods. Like
It's all organic.
like you said, Peyton, that I think it was you that was saying that diet plans and diet foods are
Diet culture.
Diet culture is basically for the rich people.
Yeah. Well, there's no way you could eat like Kill and I go grocery shopping.
We just did on a Wednesday.
We bought a salad last time, and 3 days later it was already bad before we could even use it.
Right.
That's what I fucking hate. Like thousands of options near me at work to go to lunch, and it's like, oh, I might cut off a full day of life if I eat here. But it's like I have no other choices that are like quick and healthy and not $20 a lunch.
Yeah. Like what's more filling and costs less? Like a salad that costs us about $7,
Or $4 from McDonald's and you get 55 items.
yeah, definitely. All on the value menu. Gotta have a
50
McPick
for $4.
too.
You get 55 items and a side of a midriff just flowing out your veins.
That brings it back to like high school days of going to McDonald's and making the most insane fucking
McBitch.
Yeah, McBitchins,
McBitchin'.
McGangbangs. We had one called the Land, Sea, and Air, which was like
Ew.
it was
These cats.
a regular double cheeseburger, a filet o fish, and a spicy chicken sandwich. And those
That sounds like not
that's lacrosse culture food right there.
cross.
Lacrosse.
Yeah, Caden used to eat those. That we should do like, cause filet of fish. If you ever order that, like you got the biggest balls. If you order filet of fish from like McDonald's,
McDonald's.
or something, you should do like those ones where it's like, our troops can get how many likes versus like people that eat filet of fish from McDonald's.
Oh,
Like
One
those
like,
ones, it's like
one like equals one like
Yeah.
fillet of fish.
one
well,
filet.
it's like those ones. It's like this. It could be anything. Like Jesus, this naked girl can get thousands of like. How many likes can a person who eats filet of fish from McDonald's get? Like, so brave, braver than the troops.
Braver than the troops.
They're warriors. They're
Well, if you get a
warrior
McRib,
calls. Hey, I'll throw down for McRib. I'm not
oh
gonna lie.
god.
Once in a
Oh.
while, I'm gonna get the flaming shits later, but I'm definitely gonna pound
The
it
mix
through.
shits.
Well,
The
I
mix
just
shits.
I watched those.
This should be an
McBrick.
item.
I
They'd
watched
give you,
those mukbang ones of them like scarfing down McDonald's food,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I instantly have to go to the bathroom after I eat.
I smell it
one
and I'm
sandwich.
shitting all over the place
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, but you
Like
also
it's coming out as it's going in.
oh, if you're watching a mukbang while taking a shit, that's brave right there as well.
Oh, you're just ahead of the curve. At
Yeah.
that
But
point.
could you imagine?
I haven't
So
eaten
it's
all
always
today. And
like
I feel like I'm shitting a 4-course meal.
Hey!
Oh, I lost my mic.
Sorry.
1 second. To be continued.
chaos.
Are we? Are we here? What? To be continued. 1 second.
So white. You're so naughty. Bad white cat. Looks like you guys gonna get locked out now. Say goodbye.
This is the last time we'll see Small White Cat.
Bye.
We abuse our animals.
No,
by the
we
way.
do not. We take very good care of him, but he's special needs, and so he doesn't understand. Like, he really is special needs. I'm not just saying that. But anyways, what?
And we're back. Support this podcast so we can get rid of these cats.
No, a
And
better
get-
place for them.
Did you
So they don't
unplug
have
your
to-
mic?
I don't know. I was
No, I
just
can hear
noticing
you.
that it wasn't registering on there, so I was just making sure.
It's just a really low line.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I get worried. I always just want to feel like
I want to be heard.
I want to be heard. I got a voice.
Yeah, there you are.
Oh, there. There I am.
But anyways, back to mukbangs. Like,
Mukbangs and taking a
is that how you
shit.
say? I don't even know how to say
Wait,
it. But
It's mukbangs.
let's touch on the cat thing. It's gonna be a lot of probably that type of stuff happening. So just enjoy it because it's a cute
we live
animal.
in chaos.
But shit like that's probably gonna happen a lot. We're probably just gonna leave it all in because it's good shit. And it's a cat.
Bloopers.
So,
Introduce a little anarchy.
as long as he doesn't break anything, I'm good with whatever. Back to the mukbangs and shitting yourself all over.
Okay, but I was thinking about it the other day, and it's always these small Asian people or small white ladies that are
What?
doing it.
That's their.
But like, what if it was like a larger person doing that? Do you know how much shit they would get for doing that?
Yeah.
That and like called obese and told them that they're unhealthy. But then there's like these small people that are just shoving their mouths full of food, and how like twisted that is because it's someone that doesn't look
The part.
obese or doesn't look unhealthy, that it's fine.
Well, if it's a bigger person, then it automatically becomes a fetish anyway. So
A fetish.
yeah. You never seen those on
No.
Pornhub? There's like stuffers.
I don't watch Pornhub.
What was that in Jackass one of the jackasses, they have Mini Me, and that
Mini Me,
or what's his name?
Wee Man.
Wee Man.
Same thing. Mini Me and Wee. I mean, like the same nickname.
Yeah, no, I get that.
They're the same person. But,
Leprechaun, dwarf,
oh my
midget,
god.
all the same.
Oh no, Alton.
Anyways, skipping that. Where there's like this huge person and they like hide him. It's like a magic trick.
Yeah.
And it's like bippity boppity boop, and the big girl jumps on, and you just see his feet like tapping.
And then Johnny walks out. Where did he go?
You fucking dead.
We gotta bring back Jackass. I think so.
That Loiter Squad show was kind of like that. I wish they
I
didn't stop
love
doing
Loiter
that.
It's
Squad.
Jackass with black people.
Oh my.
That's true.
It's from the
But
same.
it's
It's from the
it's
same
not.
creators. Yeah, has Jeff Tremaine,
Okay, but
Jeff Tremaine does run the old show.
the Dick House. the
have you ever
production.
watched Loiter Squad?
I love
It's
Loiter
so
Squad.
funny. I love Tyler the Creator.
What were we talking about? Mukbangs?
Well, just how like
How
twisted,
did we get on that?
because how twisted it is. Yeah, because you guys just don't know how to stay on topic.
Well, I don't know how we got on the big person.
You
Nuh-uh.
no, because
I
I've seen.
talked about stuffing and how it was a category on Pornhub.
Oh.
Oh, back to the mukbangs.
Well, it's funny how, well, not funny, it's sad that it's so twisted for people that don't look healthy, even though they could be completely healthy and it's just genetics and they're just a bigger person.
Yeah.
Like, Jamila Jamil is my queen, but she always, calls celebrities out on their talk, she called out the Kardashians because they were going off about, it was, some shake that they're like, just do this and you'll look just like me type of thing.
It's
And
like
it was
the green giant shake.
and then she called them out.
It's
She's
just
like, how about
diarrhea.
it's
medicine.
laxative shake, and they're like, okay, you drink that, plus you can afford a personal trainer that customizes workouts for you.
Mhm.
You don't do anything else all day long,
Yeah.
and you can afford a personal chef that can make healthy food for you. So, okay,
Just
I'm
came out.
leaving.
No, don't leave.
No, don't leave.
But she called him out and was like, you have access to all of this, so it's not fair to say that people and prey on your fans and sell them these products when they're not going to be able to attain the way you look because they don't have money for medical surgeries to make your ass huge and your waist small.
Yeah.
God, I can't wait to get that.
That's
What a
what you're
huge
getting
ass
with
and
your first
small
check
leg.
from this
Yeah.
podcast.
Please support this podcast so I can get a fat ass.
A little thick bitch.
Shit ton of shitters.
Shit ton of shits.
Shitter shit.
How do you hide a cake, Alton?
Yeah, eat it. Just for the disclaimer, we're not talking about healthy eating is just for celebrities and rich people, because I know we're gonna probably get a lot of heat for saying that.
No, you can do it.
You
just
can do
live
it
on the street.
Yeah. Jesus.
Just don't afford anything else, and
Yeah.
you'll probably
Sell
have
your
to.
car, sell your kids, sell your cat, and buy clean, healthy food.
Buy this shake,
And we're not.
and if you drink it, you shit 2 minutes later, and you lost 15 pounds.
It comes with
Well,
a
of
toilet.
course. Well, yeah.
Toilet not
But-
included.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you can still be active. It's not just like a crutch of all right, then I'm never
No.
gonna be active,
Yeah.
and I'm never gonna.
No,
eat
I'm not
healthy.
hating on healthy people. I'm
Yeah.
hating on.
It's people that think doing one specific thing will make you do this.
It's
Like
the
going
same
to
thing
the
as
gym every
people saying
single day.
Like you're saying, it's
you're depressed. Oh, you should just have a positive mindset,
Yeah.
and
And you won't
everything
be
will
depressed.
change.
how about you
like-
suck my dick, bro?
It's actually, I'm genetically fucked up in the head, but thanks. I'll try to think of those happy thoughts while I want to
Thanks.
die.
I'll talk about that with my therapist next time.
Yeah,
Shove it.
They kind of use it as a crutch in some way.
yeah.
and
Well,
so-
if you don't have access to healthcare or access to personal trainers or good food or a gym, gym memberships are fucking expensive. Just
Very
doing
expensive.
kickboxing for me 4 times a month is $70.
No.
And I get a good workout of it, but I'm like, well, that's cool. I don't get to do anything else.
I go
'cause
down to the Y.
I'll
and I
take
go
a walk
swimming.
around the park. That's my exercise.
And
But
besides, we live in Utah, so there's a mountain on every corner, so we can just hike that bitch and we'll be good.
But yeah, if you don't have those access or you don't, if it's not in your genetics to be 100 pounds and this skinny little thing. Sometimes that's
Plus, I think a lot of the time, like at a gym, you don't like the average person you see isn't some like fit person ripped out of their mind.
no.
It's someone that's probably there every single day, but their body just doesn't
And that's
allow
the
it.
like social media. You think all of these people, like-
everyone in the world is 12 pack, 7 feet tall, weighs 2 pounds, and has a fat booty.
but like just as someone that's struggled with eating disorders and body dysmorphia, it's like it's refreshing to see people that you grew up with gaining that hormonal weight or it's like genetics that you're not going to be this tiny person when you're on Instagram. You're fed, you got to look like this, you look like this, you're 100%, and then
cat butthole.
okay, I'm not talking, you're right.
I was just looking at the cat butthole blocking.
No, continue. Peter,
We're
please.
listening to you.
And then but then you see not everyone's like that. Everyone's an average person that gains hormonal weight, that fluctuates in weight, that doesn't get to eat a 5-course, like 5-star healthy meal like sometimes McDonald's is what you get to eat.
Yeah.
And
Pretty
like it's
much.
refreshing to see that. And I like that Jamila Jamil calls out people on that. She's like my favorite person.
Yeah. I enjoy eating at McDonald's, and I'm not ashamed about it because I know a lot of people are like, you go to McDonald's? Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
bitch, I fucking love their fries.
Fuck.
Dollar Coke?
Dollar Coke, man. I can do a dollar Coke on a daily. But just for the record, I'm going to have man boobs for the rest of my life. That's in my genetics. I know that one for sure.
And that's okay.
Yeah, and being bald.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grandpa Gary.
Shout out to Grandpa Gary.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. We love our grandpa.
We love our grandpa.
We love our grandpa, just so you know. Both of ours, rest in peace, both. All three, actually. I'm counting all of them in my head. Oh, man. Speaking of
Speaking of dead people.
No, back to what you were
How
saying.
about those cemeteries?
Yeah. Speaking
Where all
of
the
deads.
Pokestops are.
And all lures. Found a bunch of lures over there by this
Lure.
tombstone. Lure. Back to what you were talking about, the depression, like, not the depression, not like the great
The
depression.
The great one.
Like when you're talking about with the therapist, and the therapist tell you to just be happy and stuff. Yeah, it's really, really hard, you know. I know a lot of people that were told throughout their entire time in high school to just be happy, just have happy thoughts.
Be positive.
Be
optimistic.
optimistic, make friends. Sometimes that doesn't work.
No. Well, I had one therapist because I was just like, need a little extra help. If I could just get on some happy pills for a little bit, that would be great. And she's like, you're using it as a crutch. You are going to be addicted to those drugs and you're never going to fix your problems. You just need to change your mindset.
Which
Like,
is stupid because I
telling an 18-year-old girl that, like, cool.
think they kind of are supposed to be used as a crutch. Like, not a crutch in like an everyday life, but like you break your leg, you use a crutch, and then your leg is better, and then you don't need the crutch anymore.
Yeah.
That's the point of a crutch.
You
That's
put that
exactly
crutch in the storage.
because like, well, yeah, because I've been there where I had to get on medicine or whatever, and after a while, it's like, okay, I could do it with the medicine, but I think like, not saying that just thinking made me better, but like getting in the right mindset. If I can do this on my own, I don't need this.
Right.
That is 100% using the medicine as a crutch, which I think if a doctor says that, there should not be a doctor because
Yes.
it literally is a
Therapist.
crutch. Therapist.
Well, and even if you have to use medication your entire life, because that's just how your
You
brain
were made.
chemicals are,
It's
like,
literally how you
that's
were
not a bad thing. And people try to make it such a taboo that using medication makes you a weaker person. It's like, no, that makes you a strong ass person. Putting that into your body and knowing that sometimes your body's not going to get used to it and you have to shop around for different ones, like, that's stronger than the Marines right there. Braver than the Marines.
So everyone sign up for opioid
No,
prescriptions.
not
That's a
opioids. I'm talking
fucking-
about like antidepressants and anti-anxiety and
which is also a huge problem in specifically Utah
Yeah.
high suicide and high depression rates
because
because
of Mormons.
those damn Mormons.
I knew about like 3 or 4 kids
Just
that
be
killed.
happy.
I know
Jesus
about,
will save you. these glowing rocks that Joseph Smite found.
Smite.
Smite.
What was I saying yesterday when we were walking through the park? And I was like, "Oh, look, it's the Brigham Yam Park." I know one certain person that we're not gonna talk about right now. We all know who she is, who recently
Rebecca.
let's call her Rebecca, who recently went to therapy, and the doctor told her that you need to sleep more. Well, just using that little sentence of "you need to sleep more," she oversleeps constantly, even sometimes not giving her sister a ride. And then when mom yells at her, she's tells mom that, "Oh, the therapist told me I gotta sleep more. This is for my depression." Constantly.
Last I checked, just staying locked in a room, not leaving bed, doesn't work the best.
I think that worsens it. I think.
There's other options. I think doing something you like to do, like there's tons of other shit that.
Like cross stitching or
Hello.
underwater basket weaving.
Have you seen my knitting skills? I do not have depression.
I just bought new
Oh
crochet
my
needles.
Your knitting skills are anti-depression level.
I can't.
So those people that make scrapbooking at this.
I'm scrapbooking my feelings.
That's all scrapbooking is. It's a company that's just out there to combat antidepressant medicine. We'll take
Remember
those
the
corporate
happy
bitches
times?
down one day.
With each Michaels and Roberts Arts and Crafts at a time.
We are defeating antidepressant
You're feeding antidepressant.
medicine.
Oh.
Dude, I hope people can't see you.
I'm
Falling
looking
asleep
right
on
at
us.
it. We're talking about the small white cat. If people are just listening and not seeing what we're doing.
He like refuses to lay his head down when he sleeps. He's just like, "No, I'm good. I'm not tired."
Or he sits.
Did you guys want to play? Wait, are we eating?
Are we eating? Are we eating now?
That's when
But are we
I'm-
eating now?
Guys, I would like to point out that we have gone over 30 minutes without even checking notes or anything to talk about.
Oh
Because
shit!
we're good
High
at this.
five
Wow.
all around.
Look at that.
Fuck
Take a
yeah.
drink.
Hell
Cheers.
yeah!
My
Happy hump
drink's
day.
gone.
Hopefully
Mine's
all you patrons are getting humped.
I wish I was
Now
getting
thinking
humped.
about the ones that are actually Mom, don't get humped. Grandma, don't get humped.
Howa,
You can get humped.
we're looking at you, bud.
How all the humps are
Yeah,
for you.
sorry, Hal, you gotta make up for 3 humpages.
Isn't Alec also a Patreon?
Yeah, I guess Alec is. He gave me $5 rather than.
He didn't realize that you had to like go online and he's like, "Here's $5."
Was he literally just like, "Here you go"?
We were like at our break, like our 15-minute break, and he's like, all of a sudden it's like Venmo $30. He's like, I was like, what the hell is that for? He's like, $20 for your birthday, which was my birthday was in February.
It's
But
me.
thank you, Alec. He's like $20 for your birthday, $5 for your streaming, Twitch, and $5 for your podcast. I was like, thank you. It's not how it works. I got to split it with 3 people. You see the way my
Yeah,
bank
so
account's
where's
set
my
up.
We take cash
so
offers.
where's my 150?
Where's our split, huh?
It is dope. We're at 3. I wanted to get 5.
5.
We'd still get there.
3's a good number though.
I think once people can
Three's
hear
company.
once people can hear it for free, because everyone wants free shit, because America. I think once people can listen to the first episode, they'll be like,
Just kidding.
okay, this is good, and we got to keep
Oh,
coming
you guys
up.
are actually funny.
You got to
you guys
come
make
up
some
with
good
things
points.
to entice them to want to help out.
Are you sure it's not the rant that you posted on Instagram about it?
Oh, Alec thought that was like directly at him,
Oh, really?
and I was like, no, like
Everyone.
you don't have. Like I was like, you don't have to.
I wanted to copy and paste it and send it everywhere. Because I know a couple.
But that's just
things.
shit's so annoying. It's like
They tell you that.
Like
they're-
they want you to support
full
them
support.
in anything, whatever it is, but then when you ask for support and it costs you $5,
$5 a month. Let's think about how much that actually is.
sorry you couldn't get your Starbucks today, but
$5 is a pizza on a good day.
Well, it's just like, if it's not your thing, just say that.
just
up.
say
Just
I'm
be
not
like,
gonna
that's,
ever listen to it.
yeah,
and
like that's
great.
dope for you guys. Like, good luck. I hope it works out. I don't like podcasts or something.
Yeah.
Like, as easy as that. And it's like, okay, I'm not expecting you when you keep telling me over and over, I'm gonna pay, I'm gonna get in there, I'm gonna support you guys, and then it's like,
No
we're
follow
doing
through.
this is a second episode,
Flatlined.
week later.
Oh,
Hello?
sorry. The phone. The caller you.
The number you've dialed is disconnected.
I could not get that out, but thanks for finishing.
I've heard it multiple times.
The number you have dialed is unavailable. Either the phone is off or it's out of
That's how I
service.
feel like all my
On the corner of
friendships are.
State Street.
72 and South.
Open weekdays till late,
Saturday till 5.
closed Sundays because we're in fucking Utah.
Oh man.
Oh, did you look at the account I sent you guys today?
Which account?
No.
Well, we're now gonna
This
look.
is now Kale's podcast where they don't help me. Hey, Potato, don't chew on
What, the
cord.
account that you made
No, the one that I sent you.
on the in the Insta?
Yeah. This one.
Yeah, yeet.
The
Yeah.
honor code stories.
Oh, I saw it, but I didn't read.
All of us. Oh.
took a nap. Because I told you my favorite thing to do is nap.
I think maybe we'll bring this up next time because I haven't actually like looked through it all. I want to like see what it's all about
So stay tuned.
and like
next
get.
week.
I want to get some good stories to talk about rather than just.
Fucking just
Basically,
reading
what
one
it
right
is
now.
like, it's all these people that are confessing stories of how crazy the rules are at BYU.
The honor code that they have to follow, or they'll like get kicked out, or
Like if there's a guy in your dorm
Mhm.
that's like someone will tell on you because of that.
Oh, jeez.
Or like if you
It's
took a
so
picture on Instagram and you didn't have your garments on, they'd be like,
Oh,
I
my
noticed you're not-
grommets.
my girl.
Wallace and Gromits.
My walls and grommets.
They'll be like, report you for not wearing that shit.
This is some Club 33 shit right now. Without Disney backing it up.
Let's not relate BYU
Haha,
to Disney.
sex.
Just what are they called? Floating or docking.
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 You just get in there and you don't move.
If you don't move, it doesn't count. But the second you thrust,
How fucking
I mean-
we
awkward.
ain't no virgin no more.
How fucking awkward is that? Like,
Fucking-
When
first
you
of all, if you can't do anything sexual, how's their getting nice and hard?
Because they think about it, and
On
because
them shoulders, boy.
Like,
Those shoulders are thick, boy.
boner.
pretty
And then
much they're so not relieved that it's all built up, and so the second you see like vagina, they're like, oh,
That's a little strong. You probably say like, I can see your kneecaps.
I saw your garment. I saw your garments through your pants.
2 strokes only.
Just a
You
25
you can't touch it.
You can't touch it. What,
The
you got
guy just puts
chastity?
it in,
and just
just
sits
sits there, and does nothing.
How does it feel?
Amazing.
I wish I could move so bad.
You better not.
Let's get. Should we just get married?
Do you want to watch Granite Flats?
Oh my god, I love you.
Jesus loves me more.
You're so right. I can't wait for church with you on Sunday.
Tomorrow.
I can't wait to turn you into a baby factory.
Fuck. The gumball machine baby factory.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Just put a coin in.
It's a
oh,
boy.
boy or girl, boy or girl.
If that's how pregnancy works.
I wanna. It's a gumball machine. How much? 25 cents. Fuck. God damn it.
Japan has to, fund one of those immediately now. Because they got everything. They got the.
Sperm in an egg.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just went bad. I was like, you gotta cut it off after like 100 out of the gumball machine
Yeah.
daily. There's like 100 daily limit.
It's like one of those the Coke machine ones that like lift up and they're just and then it drops in.
Oh no.
And then drops it through.
You can get the app where you like create your own.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I don't
It's
want
like your
those
bit,
eyes.
it comes out
It's
with
a
your bitch,
baby.
bitch emoji. Your,
Bit emoji.
your bit emoji.
you create a baby like a bit emoji, and then you scan it on a QC scanner, and it just pops out a vending machine.
It's a 3D printer.
God damn.
We watch those. They take,
Yeah, you're
it takes 9 months to actually
You're
build.
like, wait, how long is this video? I was just shitting. My legs fall asleep at 5 minutes. This minute's 7. Fuck, that's gonna be too long.
And then right after they're done, oh shit, this one looks like the poop emoji.
Yeah, you like watch it. You're like, oh, this is
Why
cool.
did it come out in a unicorn outfit?
Why does it look like a? Why is it alive?
Help me!
Just like my dad.
Hey, honey, our baby's here.
It looks just like your boss.
Oh my god, old movies and like how fucked up they actually were without knowing.
Oh,
So many Disney movies. I'm like, or Austin Powers that I was watching at 10 years old.
So sexist, it's not even funny.
No, but I really
and what's your
wanna
name? Ivana. Ivana what? Ivana Humpalot. Come again?
Be, or Fook me and Fook you.
Fook me and oh, your name's Fook you.
Twins, Basil.
Twins, Basil.
Twins. I
Oh.
really want to be him for Halloween though, and then like
Austin
make it
Powers.
like instead of wearing the symbol for male,
Just
put
be the girl version.
like But I still want to wear a cool suit.
That means you
and-
gotta be fembot.
Yeah, gotta be my fembot mom.
Well, you guys better support the podcast so I can get a nice rack on me.
Loaded, locked
big
and
ol'
loaded.
titties.
Before we get too far away from the Mormon stuff, I would like to know. I want to find the weirdest Mormon kinks. Like, just imagine how
Diet
fucking
Coke
weird
on my
that is.
titties.
Diet Coke.
Oh,
Diet Coke shots from my belly button.
yeah. I'm gonna do research. I'll get back with you guys next episode. Be ready.
So I'm just sitting there, Diet Coke on my titties.
Here, this Mormon boy comes up with a straw.
We're at Swig.
That's how Swig was made. You guys know?
Oh my god, I got the greatest.
And her nipples squirt out lime.
No, this is how it is.
cherry syrup.
This is how it is. All right.
Please don't.
Picture this. All right, we're good.
This is going on YouTube.
There's picture this. All right.
There I was.
2 sugar cookies from Squig on the
my
boobs,
titties.
on the titties.
And that's how
Shit.
God made Provo. And on the 8th day, Provo was born. Wait, continue.
Diet Coke shot in the belly button, and then right at the vagina,
Well, you can't say that it's Mormon.
a nice little dabble of Chick-fil-A
Baby
sauce
maker.
and an original chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
No, it has to be Jello or like a casserole.
Casseroles on the toes for all those foot.
Casserole between my toes.
Every Mormon listener right now is like hard as a rock. Just
They're all like,
They're like, that's racist!
like, how were you in my dream?
they're all looking at us like, that's
Did you
not
guys read
true.
my fetish journal?
deleting their Google history. That can't be. That's no.
Not true. No,
Big.
no.
What's it called? Big data?
Yeah.
That's how we got it.
Just thinking and it's like no.
No. So much no.
I was gonna say, is Chick-fil-A Mormon?
No, it's
It's
like
Christ-
super Christian,
Yeah.
but
What?
pretty much.
Oh, I forgot. We live in Utah.
Yeah.
You can't do anything fun on a Sunday.
But everywhere else, they don't. Chick-fil-A's not open on
Yeah, it's
Sunday.
Utah.
I mean, it's open.
Oh, it's like
It's
everywhere,
everywhere
else.
because
They're
it's so
not open.
conservative.
We'll explain that to the Las Vegas Chick-fil-A then, because
Oh,
that bitch
well,
was
maybe
open
I'm
on a
wrong.
Sunday.
Because you guys were sinning.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's Sin
It's
City.
Sin
That makes
City.
sense.
They got a free pass.
They called it Cock-Filet instead of Chick-fil-A.
Oh my god, you just pull up to the window, you get a dick in your hand and you reach over.
Oh shit!
That's not
Got
the,
a dick in
that's
a
not the
box.
color I ordered.
Ew. You gross.
Ew.
I wanted a
No,
number,
I ordered a medium.
I want a number
This
2
is a
meal.
big.
Number 2. Ew.
Fucking
Ew.
scat porn in this bitch.
Ew.
Fetish R Us.
Fetish our ass.
That's probably.
I watched
A
a
website.
YouTube video about
Scatty?
fetishes,
Oh,
and no, it
getting
was a
into this.
dominatrix that had to guess what these people's fetishes were.
Oh.
It was so interesting.
Let me guess. It was from Cut.
There's like the
wasn't it?
egg one.
That's the channel. It's called Cut Channel.
What?
Egg? You said
There's an egg one. So the girl was like, the girl guessed it like instantly. The dominatrix did, and it was like this super nerdy
She's
girl.
been there.
She's like, yeah, I tried that, not my thing. But it was
What,
like, I don't
egg?
even know what it's called. It's an egg. and you shove it up your woo-hoo, and
And then you sit on it for 3 months and you're a chicken.
no, and it apparently feels good. I don't know, but they sell like eggs that you like at the sex stores.
All of our listeners, go out and try this and get back to us.
Let me know how it is. If you like it scrambled or sunny side
fertilized.
up.
And it feels like I am so close to loving you. I don't know.
But
what
then
song
there's
is,
like the
so.
one where the guy's so flexible he can suck himself off, and he said that's like the only way he can get off now is by himself.
What the fuck?
He's like, trust me, I've had the best. You're not it, sweetie.
He pulled the Marilyn Manson and pulled out
Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe. He pulled the Marilyn Manson.
Sucked his dick off.
Happy birthday to me.
We were talking about fetishes. The guy that fucks his car.
Yeah.
I'm in love with my car.
Like,
It's actually the guy from Queen, actually.
oh, the I'm in love with my.
Yeah.
Is it car or bike?
Car.
It is a car.
I'm in love with my car.
I mean,
And they, like,
My
make fun
Strange
of
that
him.
show.
My Strange Addiction. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sticking exhaust pipe.
And his dad comes over.
Oh,
And
yeah,
Imagine
how
if
does
that
it
shit
not
was
burn?
on,
Oh.
or like
Bye-bye.
recently on. You just got like
That's the whole point. It just
foreskin
gets
again.
sexy in there because you're just anticipating. Like, what if I get
he's like
burned?
driving. He's like, damn, she's thick. The car like swerves. Like, what'd you say? Cheating on me?
You cheating on me?
Oh, have you seen the My Strange Addiction where the girl has her husband's ashes and it
And
spilt
eats it.
one day,
Oh.
and so she like licked it off her hands
Nope,
instead of like
stop.
wiping it back into the box, and then eats it like Fun Dip. Like licks her finger and like eats some. And the doctor told her like that's not healthy for you.
No shit, it's not healthy
Well,
for you.
But she's like I can't stop.
That won't.
She's like I love Fun Dip.
It should just have positive thoughts.
It's like the guy who gets off on unclogging drains. Have you seen that one? He fucking
I mean
just
that's
goes
pretty
down
satisfying, but I wouldn't get off on it.
He goes down in there with a coat hanger and he's just like, oh, thank
It's
God.
like, well,
Oh god, it's clogged.
He lives in Alabama, by the way, but there's an abundance of coat hangers now. So.
Oh, really fuck that abortion ban though. Like that is the biggest. I'm not gonna get into it, but
Where there's a lot of coat hangers.
Alton, that was so insensitive.
What do you mean?
Like it's true, but it's sad.
I know,
Why'd you have to say it out loud?
It is sad. Don't get me wrong.
Because this is the podcast where you say stuff you probably shouldn't.
I know.
It's fucked up.
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole
This-
because I've been pissed off about it all week, and
I
it's
know.
just
There's just one simple answer. It's not our body. It's theirs. So
Yeah.
do with it as you please.
Do whatever you want. I really don't
put
care.
eggs up there.
Yeah, fuck your
Get
car.
an abortion,
turn
fuck
into
your
a
car. I
dog.
mean, we make fun of that, but like literally do whatever you want.
Buy all those
As long as it's not
ponytails.
hurting someone else, as long as you're not forcing someone to do those things with you.
That's what we were. Yeah, we were gonna talk about kind of the role reversal thing, but like we were talking about how if birth control was for men,
It would be sold as Altoids.
it would be sold. We
Yep,
could buy it
that's
as
what we were
easy as
talking
go.
about. Mm-hmm.
Like I could go to the gas station and be like, "Can I get some of that?" And the person, it wouldn't be awkward. It wouldn't be weird. It'd be like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah, 1 second.
Or
we're
like
good.
if you had to get if men had to get birth
right next to
control,
the lighters.
Yeah, honestly.
like it wouldn't you wouldn't have to. You could call your doctor and be like, "Yeah, I need birth control." They'd be like, "Okay," and then they'd just send in the prescription, like with Viagra. But like with women, you have to go in for a physical. You have to get it all checked out, and then they sit and give you your options. And then sometimes you can't even afford the option that's best for you. And then
Or like with the
it
rape.
only gets paid for once a year, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the rape thing, which is where I get the most pissed off, where they can't do anything now. It's like if I know girls do, like it happens both ways. Like guy rapes a girl, girl rapes a guy. It happens, but if a girl raped a guy and they were possible, like they could get pregnant. Oh my god, abortions would be like handed out on the street. They're so easy and accessible.
There would be
for
so many
guys.
clinics. Like there would be
It
one
would be
everywhere.
so like praised and like, yeah, you can do whatever you want. Like if you get raped and you're a guy and you can get pregnant and you don't want the baby because who the fuck, like, granted it's still like could be life, but like what the fuck, like it's not your choice. You're not making that choice to get pregnant. You're being literally forced to get pregnant, and guys would just be like, oh yeah, I don't want this, get this out of me. And no matter what stage you are in pregnancy, guys would be like, oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Come to the gas station, it's out back. Like that's how fucking easy it would be, and it's just so disturbing that it's guys making this law.
Oh yeah.
Old white men that
Like, what if there was some?
they're like, we care about. The thing is though, they were talking about that Alabama guy that he was like all for it, and then come to find out he like had a mistress and made her get an abortion so his wife didn't find out about it. So he's all for saving families and saving these fetuses, which they're not even fetuses, or they're fetuses, they're not babies.
Yeah.
But when it applies to him and he fucks up, then he's like, oh yeah, I can do whatever I want because I have the money and I have the access to it, so that's fine.
And that's where it's like, what if there was like this weird, couldn't like something with a dick. Could you imagine if girls were trying to tell, like, in government, were trying to, like, dictate on what a guy or, like, something weird with, like, a penis? Like, they would not. Guys would, like, be freaking. Like, same that the girls are, but, like, guys would just not let it. Like, it's so fucked up.
Yeah. I don't agree with anything that's going on down in Alabama.
And even on, like, we were talking about it at lunch with my mom, and, like, she was, like, when she was a high schooler, like, being flashed by people in the street was just so common. Like, flashers would walk down and, like, but could you imagine that, like, having a woman, like, if a woman was doing that, like, they didn't get caught, really. They were just like, oh, yeah, that sucks.
Oh,
like, or they'd run off. But then if a woman was doing it, like, if a woman was running around naked, like, at that time.
That's what I don't get, because it's, like, generally dudes like one thing, which is, like, seeing boobs, and then it's, like, girls have their nipples showing through their shirt or whatever, and it's like they raise hell, and it's like,
or a woman tries to breastfeed her child,
and it's like, what the hell? Like, you like to see that, so like, why are you making such a fucking big deal out of it?
Yeah.
And like, let them do whatever the fuck they want. It's not your choice. Granted, you can't walk around with your dick out because that's fucking weird. Dicks are ugly.
Like, I mean, it gets to a point where, like, dress how you want, but it also gets to a point of sexual harassment if you're like whipping it out on purpose like that. Like, flashing's different than
nipples are nipples unless you have 3 of them.
What's wrong with nipples? Do you have 3 of them?
He has 3 of them.
I have 3 of them.
I have 3 nipples.
No, we talked about it last time. You've already been exposed. You don't have 3.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was exposed.
Got something on your. Gotcha.
Thanks, brother.
All jokes aside, though, I apologize for that last joke, but
no, it's a good topic.
It is a
just
good
like,
topic.
Fuck that ban. It's so stupid, and speak out about it.
Oh, yeah.
Call your representatives.
And all you girls out there, you know, do what you want. It's your body. I'm not.
We're your allies.
Say it this way: we may make inappropriate jokes, but we are very like for pretty much anything that a girl has to say in like the government system. I would say.
Right.
We're all feminists in training.
Yeah, so we may joke about it.
I'm an anarchist in training. Sorry.
We may joke about it. We may do whatever, but we're always for it.
We're your allies. We're there. We support you.
See you at Pride next month.
Oh, I'm so excited for Pride. Pride is like one of the best things of the whole summer.
And if any of the Utah listeners down there, you better come see us and, you know, get an autograph, take a picture.
We're going to have a booth.
We're going to have a booth?
On the curb.
Right next to the Westboro Baptist Church.
We're going to have an open guitar case that says,
we're part of the
listen to our podcast.
It'll be right next to the garbage can.
Right next to the pie pizzeria little cart.
No, people will buy us free. They're like, oh, those poor people.
Those poor people. Those poor people.
Yeah, don't you see our cars?
We're right there. We're right outside our car.
We should just do it from your car.
Oh,
then
yeah.
everyone would give us money.
Oh, for real.
Oh, we should just like green screen behind us and then just like get a picture of your car and just act like we're sitting in the back seat.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even realize where that joke was going, and then I was like, yeah, wait.
That's my car.
That's my car.
I'm the poor one.
Oh, I'm the poor one. I remember. I'm going to hit on so many transgender girls there, I'm not going to lie.
Alton loves them.
No.
No.
No. What are you talking about?
There's nothing wrong with it. I support it. I'm here for
I know you.
I'm your ally.
Support it. It's whatever.
Get yourself,
do what you want.
Get yourself a friend down there. I'm not going to tell you get a girlfriend because I hate when people are like, Get married. Have kids.
You hate that? You're from Utah. You're supposed to love that.
Actually, it's my favorite thing. Top 5 things I hear during the day.
Get married,
My
have
favorite.
kids.
When are you guys gonna have kids? Probably never.
Dad's always like, you're gonna love when you're gonna have kids. I'm like,
Well, I can't even take care of a special needs cat, so I don't know if I'd be a good parent.
Which he seems, if you're viewing this,
Can't see him.
he's going to be
behind
an
you.
avid guest on
It's
the
right there.
podcast. Now he's confused.
And then there's Kai.
Come here.
Oh, come here. You have to make your debut.
She's like, fuck, I hate everything.
She's like an actual cat.
Kyla's the cat that was like went through the emo stage but never quite got out of it.
that's my
Cookie.
life.
Kitty kitty.
That's my life.
This is my baby.
My baby.
She's 3. She's so big. I love her so much.
That's the cutest pussy I've ever seen.
That's a nice pussy.
Listen to pussy. But real talk, if you are listening to this and you happen to be in the downtown Salt Lake area during Pride
On
Festival,
June.
what's June?
Give
June
Alton your
something.
number.
First off, give me your number, guy or girl, and but no, come
June 2nd.
June 2nd. Come say hi. If you like it, tell us what we should talk about, or
What we shouldn't talk about.
what we shouldn't talk about, what jokes should not be made again, what C words we should not say, and let's just have a party, you know?
It'd be so fun. Wear your rainbow.
Wear
or
your rainbow.
whatever flag you want to fly that day.
I gotta,
There's so many flags. I need to learn them. I need to be a better ally.
you know, there's the bears, there's the transgender,
Well, there's the
pansexual,
pansexual. There's so many. I need to learn. It's hard.
asexual.
I took a training on it, and I got confused. But I just want you guys to know I support everything that I don't understand.
Preach.
Preach.
Retweet.
You millennials and your lingo. I don't understand.
Millennials.
You
It's
millennials. Good
I
damn
hate when
millennials.
people say that. It's because you're a millennial. You mean because I have emotions and want things to be fair and equal for everyone? You're right.
There's always going to be an age gap when it comes from, you know, millennials to baby boomers. It's us hating the younger generation. That's all it's going to be. It's like how much I look at my little sister's generation. I'm just like, you guys are
Fuck's wrong
yeah,
with you?
what the fuck's wrong with you? Like
They have
literally how
nicotine addiction at age 12.
Out
Yeah.
the womb.
how they talk and how they act and what is their not turn ons. That's
It's their kinks.
whoa.
What gets you going?
No, just like what they're like really into, and I'm just
listening.
listening.
Dual pods on my titties.
Jewel pods on my titties.
Oh God.
Like Jules and SoundCloud and TikTok. I just can't get with that culture.
Get with it.
I have to walk away. I'm over in the corner watching Mac and Me right now. All right.
I'm watching the backyard again.
Yeah, take it back to when TV was good.
When was it ever not good?
Now,
Right.
Disney Channel sucks right now.
Well, I haven't been focusing on Disney Channel.
Well, I stopped watching a long time ago, but I'm just saying.
You want to watch Bizarrevark?
What's even that? What?
That's the show with Jake Paul who got kicked off. He was on the Disney Channel.
Fuck Jake Paul.
But he still has that Disney contract. I think the fuck not, you trick asshole.
Stupid! I ain't gonna let you get the chance.
Ah, man. This is fun. It's been an hour already.
We're right on the hour mark. I was gonna ask you guys if you want to keep going. Call
I think an hour's good.
Well, wait one second. I wanna show something real quick.
it. I'll grab it.
Yeah, can you grab it for me? This is
Oh,
people.
hold on.
I had a couple of people ask me. I don't know.
Grab it?
I don't know if any of people asked you guys lately why we're called the Bootleg Podcast.
I mean, everyone is kind of like, oh, cool. I'm like, do you guys, you don't get it.
You don't understand.
This is one of the reasons
Put it closer
why.
to the camera.
Let me show you. This bootlegged version of Dragon Ball Z Super Fighters is the reason why. Well, one of the many reasons why
Just Alton. This
Just
is his
me.
podcast.
This is my podcast, all right? I'm the master of the house in this situation. Now, why we called it the Bootleg Podcast, because it kind of just started with me sending photos and memes of bootlegged images, and then Peyton and Kale starting back and forth, and then
It's kind of just a running joke for a long time about bootleg things, especially when it comes to Shrek.
yeah,
Shrek's bootleg shit's so funny.
I love like the
Shout out Shrek.
Shout out to Shrek.
So let's describe that for the people who don't see it.
This thing right here is. Oh yeah, they can't
They
see
can't
it.
see it, but keep putting it to the camera.
This is a 4-pack of Dragon Ball Z characters
Which is called,
Sup-
it's labeled Super Fighters,
in the Dragon Ball Z font, kind of.
and it consists of Goku, Gohan,
He knows
Vegeta,
this
and
better.
Broly, which all look like they were smashed or melted a little bit.
Oh my god! I
Look
It
at-
looks like it was like, I don't know. I don't know how else
We
you
found
describe-
this. We found this at the pod at
at the pod
the
sweet
swap
meet.
meet.
at the
Sweep.
at the
pod
possum
sweet.
We won this in the,
The possum meet.
sweepstakes.
I'm still looking for a sense of right action pack as well.
And that's kind of how it got started too. Is there's this action figure pack called Sense of Right that Alton sent us, and it had a blue. It had Batman. It had a blue Lightning McQueen, like a fucked up Shrek action figure,
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man, and a Power Ranger.
a
Right?
Power Ranger. Yep.
It's our header on something.
It's on,
Patreon.
yeah, it's on Patreon.
We'll post. Let's post that today.
We'll post the picture, Bethany.
That's the type of shit we'll post too on there. Like for those that do end up subscribing, is we'll be like, shit we find. Like we'll post this. We'll post the one they were just talking about with Shrek and like random ass people. We'll just post random bootleg stuff. We'll post clips eventually when we get like more clips, and we'll put like a little. What's that called? When you like put a bunch of random shit together.
Bloopers.
Yeah,
A
we'll make a
vlog?
a
mukbang.
collage.
Make a mukbang of.
Oh,
Shit.
we need to start filming ourselves when we're not doing this,
Oh,
and just make like clips, and you guys can get that as part of the podcast because they're actually really funny.
it'd be the bootleg.
All the drunk
vlogs.
Snapchats that don't actually get sent to anyone but ourselves.
Yeah, that'll be the type of shit we talk about.
That's
Like it's not
so
delivery,
fun.
it's Majorna.
Oh god.
Kids will be part of the club. And like when we go to Disneyland, I'm sure there's gonna be an awesome vlog after that.
Oh, that's gonna be an amazing vlog. I promise you on the daily.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be huge. I just want to play this.
All right.
You see this motherfucking hot tub? It fucking ate me, and my body's melting.
That's just a little sneak peek of the action.
You guys don't get to see it. You can just hear it. All right. What?
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 Are you guys good? You done? Ready?
I think we're good. I think
It's not delivery. It's cat shit.
No, we're good.
Not delivery.
You gotta put it like.
But no, like at an angle.
No, it was like smushed
Okay,
behind.
We'll do it later. We gotta go make dinner.
Just hold it.
I'm starving.
Oh yeah, grilled cheese and soup.
I don't have soup. So
just a
go
little-
to-
Damn it!
Just a little rundown again. Patreon.com/bootleg podcast. If you want to subscribe, there'll be free shit, Instagram, everything we talked about. It's all on there described too. So just check it out at least. Tell someone about it. Our first free episode will
Tell your mom about us.
our first free episode will be today.
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 This Wednesday, as in today, because today's
Yes,
Wednesday.
this Wednesday today. If everything goes right, it will be out on iTunes, Spotify, whatever else, and also YouTube, which I'll post on there somehow onto Patreon, and we'll put it on all of our socials, which is at Kale Shelley for Instagram.
At Paid Bailey.
And Alti Coley at Alti_Coley.
Colty.
Coley.
Colty.
No, it's Coley.
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 Colly.
Yeah. So yeah. No. COLLY.
Okay.
And
Alti Coley.
follow us there, check us out, subscribe so you can get into our private bootleg shit, and we will see you next
Wednesday, my dude.
Get humped.
Ah!